In today's video, I'm bringing you an AI Layer 1 coin that has a market cap of under $100 million with positive momentum and a realistic target of about 190%. The coin is CUDOS. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, I've tried a lot of crypto screeners over the past 4 years, and this screener puts all the rest to shame. It's extremely affordable, and I'm able to find coins really quick. And if you want to save up to 40%, use the referral link below. You can see on the daily time frame, it is one of the better charts that pulled up. So let's go ahead and click on this. You can see that it broke the resistance level, and we're going to go on a smaller time frame and look for a possible entry. Now, before going to the coin, I like looking at all this other stuff as far as an overview of it, what categories, the industry, and then I also go and do some FA, looking at their Medium page and the Twitter. So I strongly recommend using that as well. So now let's go have a look at coin market cap. And just a real quick overview, this is the yearly chart. You can see that it's doing very well. It's actually breaking out of its previous high, set back in December of 2023. And when you come over here to the About section, it'll tell you what the coin is. So basically, CUDOS is a decentralized blockchain-based network. And its main purpose is to provide access to sustainable and highly scalable distributed cloud computing resources. It's aimed at Web3, targets those requiring GPU optimized and general computing virtual machines. And its use cases powers decentralized application, otherwise known as dApps, and AI workloads. Another thing I like to check out is their Twitter space. And on Twitter, they do have over 45,000 followers. They joined back in 2019. And the very first thing they have pinned is their roadmap. This is their 2024 roadmap. And make sure to pause the video. I'm not going to go over all this, but just a few things I want to touch on. The MetaMask support. Then you have unforked and upgrade Cosmos SDK, infrastructure, process changes, smoother workflow, and upgrade paths. So feel free to pause the video so you can see what the rest of the roadmap holds. And now on to the chart. So this is the 3-day. You can see right here that we did have major resistance that it broke out of. And now let's go ahead and chart this out. So we do have some bearish divergence on the daily and the 4-hour histogram. So I'm just going to double click in this area. You can see we have a high, then this is lower. I'm going to double click again. Here we have a high, but this one is starting to go higher. So right here we do have our divergence. So this is telling me that we should have a pullback. Now, does that mean that the pullback is going to be way over here since it's on the daily? Nope, sure doesn't. It just means it's going to pull back until it finds support before it bounces up. Now, we do have a very tight stop loss so that if the price action does continue in this area where it comes down, possibly find support here, then we can enter at this level. If it breaks this level, then we just wait. We just wait for our price action to break above this resistance and now hopefully act as support before we enter the trade. Now, if the price action does come all the way down here, well, then this will form a double top. We have a top, we have a top. This is our neckline, which will be right here. Once it breaks below this level, if it does, which I don't think it will, but if it does, then we're looking for more downside. However, I don't think this will play out. I believe that if we do have a major pullback, we should have a nice support level right at this level. So here's our bearish divergence on the daily. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame, and you can see by double clicking, we have a high, then we have a lower. Double click again, and here we have to always use your crosshairs. So here we have the high, and now we're making a higher high. Once again, we're looking for support bounce right in this green zone. If the support does not hold, we get stopped out and we just wait. Always let the trade come to you. Never chase the trade. Do not FOMO. Now let's go to the 1 hour time frame for our entry. Let's go ahead and unhide all the work we just did. So what we're doing is we're currently waiting for a pullback bounce. So the bounce could have already happened right here. So now what we're doing is we're waiting for this trade. We're waiting for a pullback or a bounce. Generally right in this area, hopefully comes into this support zone or the bounce. If it does come into this support zone, you enter maybe 50% here. And then once it breaks out of the support zone, you enter your other 50%. Of course, everything mentioned on this channel is never financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Another entry would be the break of this previous high and then add to your entry on a retest. Now the retest doesn't have to come back down to the line, but we're just looking for a support. So what could happen, price comes up, then it starts coming down and finds support and then it bounces. So here's where you can add to your entry, or once it crosses this level, you can add to your entry. The main thing is to scale in because nobody knows what's going to happen. It can come up this way and then just tank. And then now we get stopped out. So for simple math, let's say you only did $100. Price goes up, comes down, hits your stop loss. But on this $100 investment, you only entered 50% of it. And you're waiting for another entry, maybe another $25 here or 25%, and another 25% here, $25, before you're 100% invested in this trade. Now, if you only put 50% of your entry at the break, which I recommend, price comes up and then it just tanks and hits our stop loss, you only lost, we'll just call it 5% of 50% of your entry. So you're only losing 5% of your $50. The reason for scaling into a trade is to reduce your risk. So this is our stop loss level. And then this is our second entry idea. Our first target is right here, right around 38%. Our second target is right around 79%. And then our last target is way up here at around 190%. Now, will it come up all this way in 3 days? No, it sure won't. Sometimes you get lucky, but it sure won't. What we expect to happen is price coming up, price coming down, price coming up, price coming down, price. This is what happens. You know, price will come all the way down, and then eventually it'll hit your target. And just real quick, guys, I want to thank y'all so much for smashing the like button, for leaving me comments. It really does mean a lot to me. We're going to start doing more live streams so I can be going over your coins with my thought process on those coins. If you like the content that I provide, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and leave me a comment in the comment box. And I'll see you on the next video. And as always, let's make this money.